Hi everyone, my name is Natalie. Today I wanted to do our July Invisible Cities announcement. So I will link the information about Invisible Cities in the description below. It is a reading project where you are encouraged to do some cultural exploration, 2 countries per month. And we always announce the 2 countries we'll be reading from a particular month 2 months in advance, so you have time to get hold of books and make plans for cooking or movie watching or music listening. Really any form of cultural exploration is very welcome. And I will also link our Discord in the description below in case you want to chat with other people as you join in with the project. Today it's time to announce the 2 countries for July, which are Czech Republic and Indonesia. So as I always do with these announcements, I will share with you my potential TBR for both of these countries, some books I'm looking at potentially reading for each of these. So I'll start off with Indonesia. The first one I have is Home by Leila S. Chudori, and this was translated by John Macklin. This has been described kind of as a political novel and as a family saga. An epic saga of families and friends entangled in the cruel snare of history, Home examines the tragedy of political exiles during Suharto's regime. So between 1965 to 1998, forced out of Indonesia after the 1965 massacre of presumed leftists and sympathizers, alternating between Paris and Jakarta, delving into the lives of the exiles, their families, and friends. So it sounds like it has sort of a diaspora sort of approach. It sounds really interesting and definitely the one that I am most keen to get to, but it's quite a chunker. So we'll see if I get hold of this one. And then a book that has quite low ratings, but Mel from Mel's Booklet Adventures has rated this highly, so that is enough to make me interested in this book. It says it's called The Bird Woman's Palette by Lakshmi Pamunjak and translated by Tiffany Tsao, who seems to be doing quite a lot of the translations from Indonesian authors. And this is a novel about food and family and friends, I think. It says, in this exhilarating culinary novel, a woman's road trip through Indonesia becomes a discovery of friendship, self, and other rare delicacies. The food theme is what is most appealing about this book to me. And as I said, because I really trust Mel's taste, knowing that she liked this made me very curious about it. Then we have Czech Republic. So, first of all, we have a memoir called The 12 Little Cakes by Dominika Deri. The 12 Little Cakes is equal parts testimony to the struggles of a bygone era and a love letter to a joy-filled childhood that no external forces could dim. In a village on the outskirts of Prague, full of gossipy neighbors, state informants, friendly old grandmothers, and small-town prejudices, Dominika Deri grows up as a self-possessed child whose openness and curiosity often lead her and her family into trouble. Yet the love, pride, and quirky ingenuity that bind them together will guarantee their survival and ultimately their happiness through the best and worst of times. So it sounds like a very powerful memoir, and I'm definitely curious about it. And then a Czech Republic that I actually have a book on my shelves, and probably the name that a lot of people will associate with Czech literature is Milan Kundera. This is Ignorance, translated by Linda Asher. It says, a man and a woman meet by chance while returning to their homeland, which they had abandoned 20 years earlier when they chose to become exiles. Will they manage to pick up the thread of their strange love story, interrupted almost as soon as it began and then lost in the tides of history? Then I made a discovery for a site called Czechlit. I will put a link to the site below. And they write about various authors and books, both Czech authors in general and also specifically books that have been translated. So the one that I discovered through this website and that I have ordered is called The Lake by Bianca Belova, and this has been translated by Alex Zucker. And the description of this sounds like it's sort of nature writing, or at least nature and environmental themed, which was what piqued my interest. So it's a dystopian page turner about the coming of age of a young hero. A fishing village at the end of the world, a lake that is drying up and ominously pushing out its banks. The men have vodka, the women troubles, the children eczema to scratch at. Born into this unforgiving environment, Nami, a young boy, embarked on a journey with nothing but a bundle of nerves, a code that was once his grandfather's, and the vague idea of searching for his mother who disappeared from his life at a young age. To uncover the greatest mystery of his life, he must sail across and walk around the lake and finally sink to its bottom. So, as I said, the environmental aspect to the story of this was what intrigued me. But yeah, I would strongly recommend checking that website out for more recommendations of Czech authors and books that you could pick up. That was all I wanted to say for this announcement / TBR for July of Invisible Cities. I would love to know if you have any books that you think you will be reading for these two countries. If you have any suggestions to me, both for books or for movies, or for food if it's vegan friendly, definitely let me know. And that was all I wanted to say. I hope you're doing well and taking care of yourselves, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.